woman says, let me apologize to you publicly, it'll be to the day I leave this earth. Because what you did was malicious, and it was intentional, and it was ugly.
If Oprah was watching this, what would you tell her?
I would say, Oprah Winfrey, you know what you need to do, and stop hiding behind what you call was negative comments, what you call, oh, I don't even deal with things like that, because what people are beginning to do is see you for who you are.
Hart on blast during her recent Club Shay Shay interview because Kevin allegedly went behind her to help Oprah ruin her career. Now, we've known about the beef between Monique and Oprah for years, especially how Oprah derailed Monique's career and used her for ratings. But it seems like things were much worse than we thought because Monique shared some shocking little details about what really went down between them. And one of the things she revealed was that Kevin Hart was a backstabber and a betrayer because he was talking to Monique like he was down for her, but behind her back, Kevin was moving like the weapon fashioned against Monique's career. Chile, it's a hot mess, so let's get into it. Baby, when Cat Williams said 2024 is the year of truths, he was speaking from a deep, deep place because this year it's been one bombshell interview after the other. The latest in the earth-shattering interview series is Monique's bombshell interview with Shannon Sharpe, where she dragged Kevin Hart, Oprah, and Tyler Perry for ruining her career and not even trying to make it right. The Kevin Hart part was a bit surprising because we all thought Kevin was one of the people in Monique's corner when she was getting blackballed by the industry, but it turns out Kevin's only loyalty is to the money because Chile, the way he betrayed Monique for a check, unbelievable. So, you all know how Monique played the role of Mary in Oprah's 2009 movie Precious and got an Oscar for Best Supporting Actress. Well, that role would cost her the next 10 years of her career because she refused to do a free press run for the movie. Now, Monique was only offered $50,000 for the movie, and her contract did not include a second international press run, but Tyler and Oprah wanted to boost the movie so it could win as many Oscars as possible. So they asked her to do a press tour for free on some, oh, when you win the Oscar, you're going to make, not about to get played like that. So she said she was not doing anything unless she was getting paid for it. And that's where trouble started. According to Monique, she called Oprah to ask for her check to do the press tour, but Oprah said she wasn't going to pay her. It turned out that Oprah's makeup artist at the time, the late Reggie Wells, tried to convince Oprah to give Monique her money, but Oprah allegedly said, hell no.
There's a big disconnection with Oprah and the community, and I saw it happen. I was there when it happened. So when you get a disconnection, it means that you're not doing some of the same things you did before. Your humanity, your whole respect is totally different.
Monique said she was beyond shocked to find out later that Oprah and Tyler Perry had started spreading rumors about her being difficult to work with. Because of that, Monique got blacklisted. All her previous offers, like the role of Cookie Lion in Empire, were withdrawn, and she was either axed or fired from her ongoing projects. Now, that wasn't the only time Oprah did Monique dirty. While Oprah and Monique were working on Precious together, they started talking about their parents, family, general things about life. While they were talking, Monique confided in Oprah that she and her parents were not on good terms because they ignored the things her brother did to her when she was a child. Now, Oprah, she told Monique that she was going to have her brother on the Oprah show, but that she would cancel it if Monique weren't comfortable with it. But one thing about Oprah is that she just can't let go of a juicy story, and Monique's family had stories for days. So Oprah sneaked behind Monique to invite not just Monique's brother, but also her parents and second brother to the show. And Monique was not feeling that.
Because had Oprah Winfrey said, I'm gonna have your mother, I would have said, shut it down. I don't need the world seeing how greedy my mother is. Shut that down. That's one of the reasons why we don't communicate.
But as hurt as she was, Monique couldn't even say anything to Oprah because she didn't know how to begin telling someone like Oprah that what she did was not cool. And when Monique started trying to reach out to Oprah to have the conversation, Oprah just ignored her. However, Monique did eventually meet Oprah a piece of her mind when they attended an Oscar party together. And Monique is not trying to pull a fast one because there were many people in the room when she confronted Oprah.
And then I looked to Oprah Winfrey. And I said, you and I need to have this conversation. Why would you have my mother on your show?
This is from?
In front of everyone. So for all the women that were there, the one thing, people can say I'm loud, they can say I'm tactless, they can say I'm overbearing, as Oprah Winfrey has considered me, but what they've never said is she's a liar. Ain't nobody ever said Monique is lying. So for all them women that was there that night, they know exactly what was said. And I said to her, how could you have my mother on your show? That's not what we discussed.
Now, the thing is, Monique didn't only have to deal with the embarrassment of seeing her mother, father, and siblings paint a bad picture of their family on TV. She also had to face the fallout of having your business out there because random people would walk up to her at the mall throwing insults at her.
Since you've had my mother on your show, see, I got to deal with women coming up to me in the Walmart saying, Monique, your mama ain't shit. I got to deal with that. Now I got to defend. They ain't lying, but I still got to defend it because that's my mother.
So Oprah had Monique in a difficult position, but after Monique confronted Oprah, Oprah just gave a half-baked apology. No accountability, no remorse. Guys, Monique could not believe her ears.
And she said, if you think I did something wrong, I want to apologize. And what my husband taught me a long time ago, an apology is not something that you think you need to give. If somebody else think you need to give it, it's what you feel. So she came off like Mother Earth that she is. If you think I did something wrong, no, Oprah, it ain't what I think. You did do something wrong. You maliciously, and you had full intentions of having my parents on your show and not saying anything to me. Was that for ratings?
It seemed like she exploited the situation.
Were you just exploiting me?
You see, Oprah is someone Monique looked up to as a kid. So for Oprah to use her story for ratings and then not even try to fix things with her, she felt used, manipulated, and exploited. Then Oprah added insult to injury. Monique reminded her of all those years ago when she came to the Oprah show as a kid, and Oprah hugged her and said she reminded her of her younger self. And Oprah said Monique wasn't special because she said the same thing to everyone.
I'm a little black fat girl from Baltimore, Maryland. And I saw this fat black woman on a TV show called People Are Talking that was a local show. And she had big shoulders and a big bush and big feet like me. And I said, wow, when I grow up, that's what I want to do. And then we took a field trip to that studio. And I hugged that woman. And I said, when I grow up, Miss Winfrey, I want to do what you do. And she said, you know, you got to work really hard. So the day I walked out on that stage to the Oprah Winfrey Show, and I was promoting Roscoe Jenkins. And after that show, that woman hugged me and said, when I look at you, I ain't doing nothing but looking at me. And then when I remind her that that's what she said to me, she says, oh, I say that to everybody. Well, then what does that make you? Everybody reminds you of you?
According to Monique, Oprah is as fake as they come because she likes to put up a certain image when the cameras are rolling. But behind the curtains, Oprah is as evil as they come. That's the reason why Oprah doesn't want to have a live interview with Monique and her husband, because she knows the moment she starts being asked to account for her actions, the world will begin to see her for who she truly is.
I know Oprah Winfrey when the curtains are closed. I know her when the cameras aren't running. That's why Oprah Winfrey does not want to sit down publicly with me nor my husband to have a conversation, because within minutes, the community would know who Oprah Winfrey really was, because what she's not used to is anybody asking her any questions. I'm the deliverer.
However, through all this, Monique had one knight in shining armor, Kevin Hart. According to her, Kevin offered her and her family a check when they were having a rough time. In 2021, Kevin invited Monique to his podcast, Gold Mines, to talk about the Oprah situation.
Oh, today I got not only a friend, a family member, an auntie, a mama, a spirit. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Monique to Comedy Gold Mines. Hey, Mama Mo.
Hey, my sweet baby.
How you doing?
I'm doing amazing. How you doing?
During the episode, Kevin promised Monique he was going to call Tyler and confront him immediately after, which he did. Monique even has an audio recording of Tyler calling her to admit he started rumors about her that led to her being blackballed. However, at the time, Kevin called Monique back, saying Tyler said he didn't want to revisit the issue, but he told her not to worry, that he had back for whatever project she wanted to get her hands on. Now, Monique didn't ask for any of this. But when Kevin came with his big talk, she decided to trust him. She called Endemol Studio, which she had been negotiating with, to inform them that she had the upper hand now because Kevin Hart wanted to co-produce her projects. But a week later, Monique got a call from Endemol saying Kevin's manager, Dave Becky, said Kevin didn't want anything to do with Monique. When Monique tried to find out what was up, Kevin told her it was all just a big misunderstanding. But wouldn't you know, Kevin never got back to Monique after that. Like, he just completely ghosted her. This one hurt differently because, again, Monique didn't didn't ask him to do anything for her. He was the one who reached out to her with promises on promises. Also, remember all those things Cat Williams said about Kevin Hart a few weeks ago? Well, Monique said Cat was spitting out facts. For context, Cat said Kevin is an industry plant with no talent who built his career off selling his soul to the highest bidder. He also said Kevin didn't have any boundaries or moral compass, and he was willing to do anything for a check. Then he said Kevin is an industry plant who collects money from the industry higher-ups to ignore important issues and focus on propaganda.
In 15 years in Hollywood, no one in Hollywood has a memory of going to a sold-out Kevin Hart show, there being a line for him ever getting a standing ovation at any comedy club. He already had his deals when he got here. Have we heard of a comedian that came to LA and in his first year in LA, he had his own sitcom on network television and had his own movie called Soul Plane that he was leading? No, we've never heard of that before that person or since that person. What do you think a plant is? Maybe people don't understand the definitions of these words.
In her interview, Monique implied that she was sure Kevin got that call from the higher-ups because he was not the only one who suddenly stopped supporting her. Then she said the thing that hurt her the most was that people like Kevin, who were supposed to speak up when a black woman was getting mistreated, just sat and watched and pretended nothing was happening. By remaining silent, they allowed Tyler and Oprah to get away with ruining her career and costing her millions of dollars. Monique took the stage at Kat's tour. She revealed that as soon as she watched Kat's interview, she knew she had to get up there and speak truth to power. And lucky she did, because she is now working with Kat to expose all the nasties in the industry, especially the likes of Tyler and Oprah. And one thing about Auntie Mo, she don't really care who gets offended when she speaks her truth. And you know Oprah and Tyler must be foaming at the mouth now after Monique apologized to them on stage.
Tyler Perry said, I have to give him and Oprah Winfrey a public apology. And I'm going to give it right now tonight in front of you niggas in Albany, New York. Oprah Winfrey and Tyler Perry, I want to apologize for telling y'all to suck my dick. In front of you niggas in Albany, New York. Oprah Winfrey and Tyler Perry, I want to apologize for telling y'all to suck my dick.
As for Kevin Hart, we're actually dying to see how his media team spins this one around because, baby, it's a hot, hot mess. And going by how the crowd went wild when Monique came up on stage during Kat's tour, you can tell the streets are for Aunt Mo. Fans have been showing her love on the internet too, with one saying, Monique is not burning bridges. Those doors were closed on her years ago by Tyler Perry and Oprah. She has nothing to lose by continuing to expose what they did to her and how they are currently harming other people. Also, she has a husband that is supporting her 100%. Soon, others like Taraji will show courage and begin to speak out. I'm very proud of Monique. She deserves to be happy. Karma comes back to you when people are wrong. Oprah is going to get her karma soon. So do you guys think Kevin Hart will try to discredit Monique or backstab her again? Leave a comment and then check out this next video.